It's Madden NFL 24, and all eyes on the verse.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader.
Taking it right down Broadway. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown. Saquon Barkley. His third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Shamrocks get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
And the tendency for most of these guys is to want to match things right away because they have a lot of confidence in their talent, too. They just saw a big strike against their team, and you know they're thinking to themselves, I can get this back right now on one play. Well, if it's there, you take it, but otherwise, just go ahead and calm your team down. Run the offense, get things going, and see how things settle in.
Second down and 6 now. Here's Hurts to throw.
That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Now Rodgers. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Throwing is Hurts. That is caught. He's got room to roam. Touchdown! A.J. Brown. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point by York is up and good.
And we are tied at 7.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
You look at this Eagle defense.
And they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. If those add up into big mistakes add up into points against you.
3rd down and 1. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Corey Bojorquez now to punt this one away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Hurts. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
Well, nowhere to go at all on that 1st down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Hurts sets up to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the 1st quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. 1st quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On the ground, Rodgers. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now Hurts looking to change the play. Another carry now for Rodgers. And down to the 36-yard line here.
Well, there's an example of patience being rewarded. Ran the ball on 1st down and got stuffed. Most people would scream, throw the ball here. In this situation, they stayed with their roots, stayed with running the football, and they got rewarded.
Still going inside the 20. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Eagles have taken the lead. York now for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the 1st quarter. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one,
through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
Now Jones. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And a good job to get him to the ground quickly right there at the 36-yard line. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. It's Barkley on the counter. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if I'm going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. 44-yard punt, return of 9.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Here comes the Kttn offense to set up shop. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, Charles, you think about this defense. This week in preparation, you couldn't hide the fact from them that they're facing a team that's lost 7 in a row. You just wonder if they prepared the same way they normally do.
Yeah, pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
He'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Here's Corey Bojorquez to punt this thing away.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taking it about the 16. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 24. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Those are the types of run, Charles, that they say this first-year running back can provide a lot more of in the future.
He made it look easy, didn't he? Picking up that first down. Some have described him as a diamond in the rough with a lot of polish, nice little bumping. This guy could be one of the top backs going forward.
The Eagles are 2-4 here in the first half of the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
The Eagles on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They're looking at third and a few inches. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
From the 43, here's a 2nd down and 6. Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit.
They'll run. It's Rodgers. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Up the middle they go. Weldon. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
Sheds off the tackle.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Here comes the Kttn offense to set up shop. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
Throwing Jones. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Looking to throw. Jones.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. From the 45 on 2nd down, Jones. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
So here's a 3rd and 14.
Back to throw. Jones. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. This is taken at about the 14. That'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. They'll keep it on the ground again here.
And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
So we reach halftime here, and well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. We welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback.
Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield. And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Now a throw here to his running back. It'll be a gain of 5. And 3rd and 8 now.
The defense is ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to take this one down to about the 46-yard line.
The 71 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Now 2nd and 3.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Rodgers.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line.
Foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Trailing here in the second half, went for the aggressive play, got a little too aggressive.
You've got to know when to pull up, or if you're going to go for it, how to take your body across a punter's body and not into it. Not a good play at all.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. They'll run it here. This is Rodgers. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
They'll try the left side. Weldon. And the big boys up front. They're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Go Cyclone! Go Cyclone! Go Cyclone! Up, go!
Looking to throw. Jones.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 36 yards on the play.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Jones to throw on 2nd down. This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And he has another 1st down as they get the ball down to the Eagles 16. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
A 1st down carry for Barkley.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Jones out to the flat, and that's caught.
So the completion good for just 3. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action, and take your shot at the end zone.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. From the left hash, a chip shot here.
Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it.
They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work.
And the Eagles defense able to hold.
Clearly that was a design play. I just don't know that it was the right design. Your holder to have him pick it up and kind of be the power guy trying to run through the middle. Everything has to go right for that to work.
You mean you weren't relying on just great blocking to get him through? You kind of think maybe he can help make his own way if he's an actual running back instead of the holder? Yeah, I thought the same thing.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the Jets sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun, it's Hurts.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in the home of the Pro Football Hall of Fame, Canton, Ohio, as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter.
Okay, here we go.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Operating from the gun, Jones. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now Jones. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. They bring their punter out there now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he fields it cleanly. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Got a man, it's Brown. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, I'm sure he likes his performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the 4th quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see, and other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Now back to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Now Jones on 1st and 10. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Jones now on 1st down. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Jones. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Eagles defense able to hold. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, here's Hall.
And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. 10 yards there and an Eagle 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Right back to him on 1st down. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Weldon. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Up the middle they go. Rodgers. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
They'll give to Hall. And that should do it. He's got a 1st down. And the Eagles, they can run it out from here.
It's a gain of 4, and that should just about seal the deal. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and minicamps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
So fly